Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of GUMS Gazette. We have a very big announcement this week actually, so stay tuned to find out more.
So last night we did of course have virtual inters, so huge well done to the cast and crew of GUMS' entry, Little Shop of Horrors, and well done to all the other colleges who took part as well.
So last week was our Look After Yourself week and we'd like to thank everyone who sent in messages and interacted with our posts, but that's in the past. Next week we're going to have something very exciting coming up, and that is InterVarsity's 2021 auditions, and we can officially announce that our 2021 production for InterVarsities will be Company, a Zoom musical. So that's very exciting. If you're thinking about auditioning, we posted the audition details earlier on in the day, so I would recommend to go and have a look at that.
To audition for the show, all you got to do is record yourself singing the verse and the chorus of any song you like. We would recommend you doing something musical or maybe something in the style of the show, but any song will do.
Next step, you will have to follow along to the dance piece that will be up on our YouTube channel and also in our bio on our Instagram. Record yourself doing that and send both of these to our email, which is, one second, I really should know this by now, but musical@socks.nuigalway.ie. That's it. Yeah. So basically all you have to do is send us in all of that by the deadline, which is the 28th of February at 11:59 p.m. So make sure to get that in on time because you have 1 week. And what else do you have for doing, you know?
So if you're on the fence about auditioning, definitely just go for it. The directors are so nice, and the musical directors and the choreographers, and they just want to see as many people as possible, so definitely go for it.
So the plot for Company, the Zoom musical. It's 2021. With Zoom parties, social distancing and birthdays in isolation, Bobby's 35th is no different. But as her married friends talk about their relationships, the ups and downs of married life, conversation turns to focus on Bobby, single at 35. Bobby begins to question why she is single, without a family, and what is the importance of being alive. So that is the rundown of the show itself. And now I will go into character descriptions. The story's protagonist, a keen observer who appears to be happy. She's the only one in her circle still single, terrified of marriage but fears a lifetime of loneliness. Don't we all, Poppy?
Same.
So the next character listed is Sarah, and Sarah is Harry's hypocritical wife, an avid learner of karate and tends to overeat, open, accepting and loving.
Then we have Harry. So Harry is Sarah's husband. They are a recovering alcoholic, believes the advantages of marriage outweigh the disadvantages. Susan, a delicate southern belle, Peter's wife and ex-wife, motherly in their affections towards Bobby. Then we have Peter, Susan's husband, the perfect husband and ex-husband. They are very liberal in their views of relationships.
So next we have Jamie. So Jamie is a frantic neurotic engaged to Paul, but terrified of marriage. After a mental breakdown, they finally realise that Paul is in fact their soulmate.
Then we have Paul. So Paul is Jamie's fiance. Patient with their neurotic nature, fully commits the idea of marriage and encourages Bobby to do the same.
Next we have Joanne. Joanne is acerbic and demanding, too old to be part of the young crowd, but would not fit well with the older crowd. Puts on a brassy front that melts when she is alone with her husband, Larry.
Next up, we have Larry, Joanne's husband, stoic and centered but has moments of goofiness. Indulges their wife's behaviour but knows when to put their foot down.
So here we have Bobby's three love interests. So the first one is Andy, and Andy is a boyfriend of Bobby. He is a flight attendant who came to New York City to live in a radio city. Ditzy and adorable. Just how I like them.
Next up is PJ, a boyfriend of Bobby, intensely modern, seeking adventure and excitement in the city.
Then we have Theo, a former boyfriend of Bobby, now considered a good friend. They plan to leave the city for a life of domesticity, sweet and lovely.
So, as we read out there, those are all the character descriptions given to us by the lovely director of Company, Richard Brown. If you are interested in any of those, you can of course read up more about them on our social media posts about auditions, or if you have any questions, do not hesitate to message us.
And best of luck to everyone who does decide to audition. It sounds like such an amazing project. I can't wait to see what they all come up with, and I'd say go for it. Go for it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Anyway, speaking of company, that just happens to be our musical of the week. So of course, if you're planning on auditioning for this and you've no clue what company is, or you've never heard of a Sondheim musical, that is absolutely fine, because it is our musical of the week this week. And if you'd like to go and listen to the soundtrack, here are 3 song picks. Personally, I love You Could Drive a Person Crazy. I just think that is an absolute bop, so definitely give that a listen. And especially if you are auditioning for one of Bobby's love interests, because that is their song. For Paul and Jamie, if you are planning on auditioning for those, or just in general, listen to Getting Married Today, because I personally only knew this song from Glee before I saw Company, and so go listen to the actual Broadway recording and your ears will be blessed. And finally, I would say listen to The Ladies Who Lunch, because it's just a classy banger. And there was a clip during quarantine of Meryl Streep and Kristen Baranski, and I can't remember who else sang in it, but I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about because you love musicals. That's a great version too, and that was over Zoom, so it just shows that you can serve a great rendition of these songs over Zoom. But really, listen to the whole soundtrack. The whole thing is amazing. But they're just my top 3, and Noah will probably have 3 different ones, so listen to it all, you know what I mean?
So that is all from us here this week at GUMS Gazette. We hope you guys enjoyed. So a reminder again that auditions are happening until next Sunday, so definitely get on them. All the posts, all the information on auditions should be in our recent social media posts, so definitely go for it.
Best of luck, guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye!
Say hi, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole.